Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to podcast number 4 of the AccountaBuddy podcast. My name is Zom. Today, we're going to be talking about the power of positive thinking.
Guys, I gotta tell you, I'm 3 podcasts in. I've been unleashed. I had heard through some feedback from our loyal subscriber of our first episode that came out. Subscribers, sorry, plural. Yikes. That I come off a little timid and nervous.
Yeah.
And flat out, not the case anymore. Your boy found his groove. Thoughts for your thoughts. And that's it. So excited, guys. Power positive thinking.
Yeah. Start us off. This is your show.
It is. I have a story to tell. So one thing that I changed recently is how I think, right? And it's very easy to be negative nowadays. So this all kicked off, and the reason why I want to talk about this week was because of my wife, who I did tell her we were going to tell this story.
She doesn't listen anyway, so it's fine.
It's true. She does not listen to the podcast. I'm just kidding. She better. But even better, I shouldn't have told her we were talking about it and see if she brought it up. Food for thought for next time. But my wife notoriously is finds it very hard to see positive in things.
Sure.
Whether it be something financial, something happened with the house, something happened with the kids, her job, whatever. And it's like it's very difficult to get through to her. Hey, things happen. Let's look at the positive part of it. And it's very hard to change that, that mindset.
Right.
So, this particular story, I'm going away for work next week. My actual job. I do this on the side for fun and to help you people out. You know what I mean? Spread the wisdom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is my passion, right? But it doesn't pay the bills right now. So I have to have a job. Anyway, so Jen, my wife, I'm going away to San Diego for work, and she now has to go in the office a couple days a week, and it's difficult because we have 2 kids. So there's daycare, there's baths, there's t-ball, there's all this stuff. So next week, she was complaining about Tuesday. She has to go in the office Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Right.
And listen, she doesn't work close to home.
Right.
It's a drive. Right. Whatever. So I'm going to be away for work. She has to go to the office. She had to get the kids from daycare, go to t-ball, it's bath night, all of these things, right? And just very negative thought process on it. So I said, Jen, take a second here. Okay. Start from the beginning. What's wrong? I'm going to be away. Okay. What am I going to be away for? Work. Bam. I have a job.
Right. Yeah.
I have a job.
Yeah.
One thing to be thankful for.
Right.
Especially in today's climate.
Right.
In all climates.
Right. We're gonna be real in this climate.
That's from a little office throwback there. So, okay, great, boom, I have a job. What's next? You have to commute to work. Okay, you have a job. What else? Kids have to go to daycare. Okay, we can afford daycare.
Right.
Kids are getting daycare.
Which is a small fortune in New York State. It's ridiculous.
Don't get me started. Yeah. Okay, then you got to drive home from work.
You know what we should do?
Okay, we'll pause. Yeah.
We should start a daycare during the podcast. We could just watch the kids.
Daycare.
Daycare.
So then Ollie's got to go to t-ball. I'm like, okay, our son is healthy enough to go to t-ball,
Right.
and play. We're fortunate enough that he even likes it, right? Perfect. The kids have to have a bath at night. What do we have? Warm water. So this is just an example of a thing that you can change in your life to make yourself appreciate things more, right? It's very easy to be like, man, this fucking sucks. Right. I have so much stuff to do. He's away. The kids this, kids that. My job this, my job that. But if you really take a second and look back at it, you're very fortunate to have certain things.
Yes.
So I wanted to bring that story up because, permission to hold my wife accountable.
Yeah, go. Permission granted.
I'm going to hold you accountable. Change the way you think, man. You got to change the way you think, man. And I tell her. She don't want to hear it. And, again, she might not even listen to this, so. If you listen to this, the code word is avocado.
Oh, wow. Do you know that avocado is a mattress name for a mattress company? It's called the Avocado Mattress. What a dumb name for a company.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Do you know avocado's a superfood?
I don't don't think you can say it's a dumb name if you don't know why it's named avocado.
Keep it. Okay.
Permission to hold Dominic accountable, right?
If I'm gonna,
What a judgmental thing to say.
coming from a.
Somebody thinks AccountaBuddy is an accounting podcast.
That's true.
That we do finance.
Or, you know what's crazy? If you type in accountability in the App Store, there are 4 or 5 apps out there to help you quit watching porn.
Yeah.
Type it in. It's crazy.
Why would you want to?
Why would you want to quit watching porn?
Jesus Christ. No.
By the way, avocado's named Avocado Green Mattress because it's natural and
It's made out of avocados.
it's a green company.
Yeah.
And avocados are green. Everyone loves avocados. So they have you talking about their mattresses, okay?
You know what? You're not wrong. And Diet Dr. Pepper, or something with Dr. Pepper, back in the day, their ad campaign was like, it's not for women. And you got him talking about that. Like, how dare Dr. Pepper, this brand, this flavor of soda, say it's not for women? And they got talked about more because of their ad campaign.
That's weird. And just for that reason, Dr. Pepper is not a sponsor of this podcast.
No, it's not. What is?
Avocado Green Match.
Avocado Green Match. What a plot twist. I didn't see that coming.
Neither did I. But you know what? We stand by green.
Stand by green. We're green all day.
And we owe it to them because you slandered their name.
That's true. And we are on our millions of listeners are going to boycott avocado, but not until we said that they're a sponsor. So thank you, Avocado Mattress.
We appreciate you.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, Tom.
So power positive thinking, and this is true in every aspect of your life, right? I mean, it's not just house problems, but it could be body issues, or it could be work related, if you can always turn something that's negative into a positive, always.
Yeah.
You really can.
Yeah.
And I used to say,
Yeah. I just realized I kept doing that. Go ahead, sorry.
I've said over and over again to my family, and I for the past couple of years I've been saying this, and everybody makes fun of me for it, but I keep saying I have all 4 of my limbs, I have all 5 of my senses, etc., etc. And everybody brushes off like, okay, all right. But it's so true.
Yeah, you know, I maybe made fun of you in the past, but now.
It's permission to hold you accountable.
Go for it, man. I'm here.
Yeah, but now you've seen it. You've opened your third eye.
And guys, trust me. That's weird. I don't know what that's about.
I don't know either.
But trust me, Dominic really does take all. He's very thankful, and we know because he breathes so loud. So he's thankful that he can breathe. You're just a loud breather, man. Permission holds you accountable. Get it under
I
control.
may be a loud breather, but I'm not a loud chewer. You know who you are. It's terrible.
Call him out.
I can't.
Yeah. Okay.
She'll be so mad at you if you call her out.
No. Lori's not a loud breather or chewer. Madison currently is a loud chewer, and it's a lot.
Yeah, everybody here knows who Madison is.
It's my daughter, my 9-month-old daughter. She was 9 months yesterday. Thanks for calling. I really appreciate that.
Anyway. You give me 365 guesses, I wouldn't guess her birthday. Oh, no, I would.
Oliver is May 8th. Jack is December 3rd. Edith. Madison is the day after. Was it Paul Revere? Was that day? The British are coming? Is that Independence Day?
Oof, don't ask me.
Dominic, when's Lincoln's birthday?
February 11th.
Wow. Somebody's quiet over there. Anyway, back to the topic at hand here.
Power of positive thinking.
Yeah. So
It is powerful. And it's not something that you could do once or twice or a week long and then say, okay, that's it. I've changed my mindset. No, it's like bathing. You have to do it consistently. You have to do it every single day. You have to do it over time. And if you do it long enough, you will no longer look at these negative things that happen and think negatively. You'll spin it.
yeah, it's honestly, you got to do it so much it's nauseating, and almost to a certain point you get made fun of for it.
Which brings us to the next point. Surrounding yourself with negative people is something that will keep you in that negative mindset. and you're just gonna stay there, and there's no way that you can surround the closest 5 people you surround yourself with are negative, negative, negative. They see the negative in everything. They go out to a restaurant and the waitress is low, and you're like, oh, this is ruining my entire night, kind of deal.
I do hate that.
Yeah,
but yeah,
so do I.
lucky.
And instead of doing that, oh, she has a lot of tables. Oh, it's okay. We're having a great conversation. Just spin it in a way that you can enjoy your life.
Yeah.
Because you only get one life, and it's something that you don't waste your time being negative. It makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, as recently as last year, I had a job with the company, and from the moment I started that job, everybody was negative, and it actually made me quit the job because it was suffocating every single day, just with the negativity that constantly came from it. And I ended up taking a different job, same market, but with a more positive attitude from people. I love where I'm at now. I took a pay cut and everything. And it's really made a difference because I have a better work-life balance now. I'm surrounded with different people, surrounded with optimism and not suffocating negativity, because it is extremely difficult to deal with that when you're trying to be positive. Right. So we're trying to, do all this stuff with the app and podcasts and YouTube and stuff like that. And to be honest with you, we don't really have negative people in our life. We have people that seem like they don't care. Of course. But at least they're not negative about it.
Right.
So, we're doing what we can. And I don't care really who's not listening to this, who is listening to it, who's making fun of it right now that we're doing it. I'm now 4 podcasts in, and I told you I'm not going to stop. I'm in my groove now.
It's over.
I'm going to just talk. I'm going to talk. We're going to eventually run out of stuff to talk about. And I'm it's still just going to just tell
Power Positive Thinking podcast number 12.
Yeah. Hey, you guys positive yet? So let me tell you this story.
Jen, again.
Yeah. If you don't get it.
Yeah. You got it, and that's where you got to stop. You have to stop with caring about what people think, because they think about you for a second, or they don't even think about you. You could be paralyzed in what you want to do because you're afraid of what people are going to think, whether those people are people you went to school with, or your friends, or people that you think follow you on social media, or your family. It could be so like it'll become nauseating, where you want to do this, you want to do that, you want to take this leap, you want to start this, you want to start making stupid videos on TikTok because it's just going to make... You got to have fun with it, right? But if you have these negative thoughts about what people are going to think about you, so you don't do it, it paralyzes you, then you'll just keep thinking, what could have been? Why didn't I start this? Why didn't I do that? Oh, wait, because I'm too scared about what people are going to think about me.
And you're never getting any positive results with negative thinking.
No.
Norman Vincent Peale said that.
Wrote the book on power positive thinking.
Yeah, so he did, and I tried. Listen, if you listen to the prior podcast, you know I'm not a good reader, right? It's difficult for me to do so. So I try listening to audiobooks and stuff like that. Another thing about me is I'm not overtly religious. Mm-hmm. So, and I'm very, I'm upfront about that. So the book was extremely, catered towards the Bible, stuff like that. But it had some good quotes that came from it that I really liked, and I think that can help. Believe in yourself. Have faith in your abilities. Without a humble but reasonable confidence in your own powers, you cannot be successful or happy. Basically, if we didn't think that this was going to be successful, or even if I believe it's going to be successful. Success is a relative term, right? What is successful? Is it $1 million app? Is it $100,000 app? Is it $1 billion app? I don't know. It's just what I think. And I also just like talking about it, and like hearing myself talk, You know what I'm saying? Except I won't listen to these podcasts. That is one thing. I will not watch these or listen to them again because my voice, positive, whatever. I can be positive all I want. I don't like how I sound. I think a lot of people are like that, though.
Let's take a poll. Who likes the way Tommy sounds?
Oh, the way Tommy sounds.
Write in comments below.
I feel like I mumble a lot.
You do. But it's okay.
Thanks, man.
Let's go for that next quote. That first quote's nice. Your mind is a powerful thing. When you fill it with positive thoughts, your life starts to change. Like something flipped for me like 4 years ago. I mean, it's out. It's known. You could see it.
Yeah, and you know what? For Dominic, you could easily take a look at all of his videos that he posts on real estate, stuff like that. Grinder. Do you say grinder? And you could look at him, you could be like, Tom, you have no business rocking a pinky ring, which he doesn't.
But I will very soon.
I thought you do wear one in these videos.
Oh, that's my fitness tracker.
On your pinky?
Yeah, of course it is.
Your gorilla, the biggest fingers, like rolls of quarters, those things. Gives me the creeps, this kid.
I like my fingers, how big my hands are.
I like my fingers and how big my hands are.
Throw that powerful thing.
Yo, throw that on a t-shirt.
With positive thoughts, your life will start to change. It is very, very, very true. It is. It's so true. Think rather than thinking. So as a realtor, get fired every day, all day long, and
You get fired every day?
yeah, a couple of my agents on our team lose deals. The people just stop talking to them, stop answering text messages, phone calls, and if you let that affect you negatively, it's
Slippery slope.
do a damage on your mind. It really can. But one of my realtors contacted me recently saying, "Hey, lost a deal," and I'm like, "All right, on to the next one." Like I used to let it affect me so much. I used to lose sleep over it. But then when you start to let it affect you and lose sleep over it, then it affects your next conversation you have with a potential client. And then that conversation goes bad, and then that doesn't happen. Nothing materializes from that, and then rinse and repeat down the line. Because the way you talk and the way you present yourself, if you have a negative mindset in the back of your mind, it's going to be reflected in the way that you present yourself. It's just...
To piggyback off of that thought,
Yeah, go ahead.
it's not a positive thinking thing, but it's a quote that I live by every day.
Sure.
When I first started working for a medical device company, I was 2 weeks out of being a bank teller. I was DJing weddings. I was bartending weddings, and I worked for Apple. I was working like 80-hour weeks, and my cousin was like, "Hey, I have this job with this medical company. It's covering surgeries, things like that," which I was super trained for with a degree in sports management and an MBA in marketing.
Right.
That gets you ready for medical,
Of course.
you know. So 2 weeks later, I'm covering a craniotomy, and
It has something to do with the brain.
right, cutting your head open, brain tumor, localization, stuff like that. And I had no training, so I remember popping into that surgery. We cut the patient's head open. I registered. No, I'm sorry, we didn't. We register the patient, whatever. We're ready for surgery. It's about to start, and I do something that shuts everything down. And I'm getting screamed at by neurosurgeons. Screamed at. The only way to describe this feeling that I had was I wanted a hug from my mom. Is all it would have made the day better. Because I don't know what field you guys are in, but when you're getting yelled at by a surgeon and a doctor or whoever it might be, somebody who's super intelligent, super successful, it's a pretty scary thing. So I called my sales rep and said, "Tell what's going on." He said, "Okay, what's the solution?" And whatever, I figured out a solution. And then later on he talked to me, he said, "Never come to me with a problem, come to me with a solution." And that goes to kind of the power of positive thinking, right? It's like, okay, this happened, this sucks. What do I do to make it better? Because if you focus on, because I did at that time, man, I was harping. I would, like I said, wanted my mom to give me a hug, this and that. I'd immediately kick into, okay, how do I fix it? And that's positive thinking, right? Okay, this is terrible. Right? How do we fix it?
Right.
You know, and having that mindset, it's kind of a dickish mindset to be like, hey, don't come to me with a problem, come to me with a solution. But at the same time, it's like, okay, that changes the way your perspective is on everything because there's always a solution for stuff.
Right.
Right. In our party rental company, truck goes down. 2 flat tires last year.
Yeah, it was bad. That was a bad day.
Well, we have a busy day deliveries. Okay. What's the solution here? Right. we got to we deal with Mavis, deal with that. We have employees that help us out. You know, the money sucks, but you know,
Right.
it's a side business that we have. It's that, you know, funds itself.
Right.
So that mindset of you know, positivity and overcoming the obstacles and not bitching about it and just figuring it out. Hey, your boiler went down. Okay, figure it out. We're not gonna die. Okay, it's not the end of the world.
Right.
So that's something to just carry with you guys.
Right.
Easier said than done, obviously.
Yeah.
Circumstances are different for everybody.
Of course.
So
Everything is the end of the world to everybody because that's all they know. Right. And my boiler needs to be replaced, and it could be the end of the world. But humble yourself.
cheap though, right?
Yeah, very cheap. If you humble yourself and just go back to how we started this power of positive thinking, I have a house that I can get a boiler for. I could afford a new boiler kind of deal.
Yeah.
Some people have no heat. Some people have no house.
Listen, I had a septic issue, right?
Yeah.
And it's because my son was flushing, Power. No, I'm sorry. Oliver started being able to wipe himself. Great. Independent. Fantastic.
I'm really proud of him.
But he would use like a roll of toilet paper. And that is a lot. So
Single ply, double ply household. Or triple.
I have no clue. I think double. But the positive part of that, my son drops bombs, right?
Yeah.
Some kids Some kids can't wipe their own ass.
That's true.
And my son's a genius.
Yeah, he's very smart.
Yeah, and he uses an entire roll of toilet paper in one sitting.
He's really smart. Just yesterday, he said when he's 16, he's going to touch the sky and be a giant. He's really smart.
Kids say the dumbest things.
All right, so a few things to take away from today's podcast.
Hit me with the high. Let's go.
Yeah, of course. So
But make it fun for the people.
No, of course. But I make it fun, but then I take it serious. So let's just not make it fun at all. You got to start thinking positively, turning your negative thoughts into positive thoughts. You're at a restaurant, waitress is slow with your food. It's okay, give us more time to talk. You're making a sales call. The client isn't calling you back. Okay, what did I do wrong? How can I fix it for the future client?
Solution based.
Yeah, of course. Or my boiler is shot. Oh, man. Well, at least we have a house that can warm us, and at least we have, funds that can cover the cost of a new boiler, and at least we have heat and a home and a family. Like there's every single thing you can turn into a positive thought. It's all relative. My problems are not going to be this person's problems or your problems or her problems, because everybody experiences their own life. So
I got 99 problems.
In the middle of my rant.
But a boiler's not one. Sorry, go ahead.
Middle of my rant. Just be humble, right? Humble yourself into okay, it could be worse. It could be worse than this. I lost a listing to another realtor. I could let it ruin my life. I could let it ruin my day. But once it ruins my day, it ruins my week, which ruins my months, which ruins my quarter. Rinse and repeat. Or I
Not to mention what it ruins with your wife and your daughter. Your at-home life.
Yeah, of course. Because people take it at home. They take a bad day at the office and they bring it home and they affect the home life. And the home life started good. They had a great day. You come in with your negative thoughts. It ruins the home. And it's a trick. It's a snowball effect. And it starts with your mind.
Now everybody's pissed.
Yeah, of course. So change the way you think. Be humble. Turn your negatives into positives. And rinse and repeat. This isn't a one-day thing, and then you go back to the way you were before. No. You got to stay consistent, and you have to do this time and time again. And I don't know what the days are on the math, but to turn it into a habit, was it 30-some-odd days? Power of Habit's a great book.
Power Habit's 2 weeks.
2 weeks, sure. So once you continue to do this, it's going to change the way you think for the rest of your life, and you're going to live a happy life no matter your circumstances.
Yeah, I'm good, man. Yeah. I think you got it.
That was episode 4 of the AccountaBuddy podcast. My name is Dom.
Tom. I'm Tom, guys.
See you next time.